Hi guys, and welcome to the Product Village. My name is Nathan Flo Rocker. Today we are going to be looking at one of the products from Fifine, and this time it's going to be the Fifine H8 Studio Monitor Headphones. Now, Fifine was nice enough to be able to send me this headphone to review, so my review is going to be purely my opinion. I was not paid to do this. I'm strictly just going to give my own professional opinion. Let's unbox and let me show you guys what's in the box. The specifications of this headphone are pretty straightforward and simple. The headphones have a 50 mm dynamic driver. It has a frequency response of 20 Hz to 20 kHz and has passive noise cancellation. Now, I love the fact that it has this foam, you know, here underneath here where it will sit on your head. It's not so hard. The cloth here is I don't know, it's not real leather, but I actually love the way it feels. Even the top is not real, it's more like synthetic leather. The build itself is not so, you know, strong. It doesn't feel very heavy like those expensive head cams. It's pretty light. I like the design. I like the fact that it has this smiley icon here. The foam for the earpads actually feel pretty soft, and they actually work very well on the head. It sits very well on the head. It's not very tight or too heavy. It has a very simple and light build. I think one of the things I love about this headphone is there's some headphones you get and the cables are just stuck to it. So if something happens to that cable, that's the end of that headphone. But I love the fact that they gave the option of you using another cable. Maybe the cable they gave to you had issues. So I like that. Another thing I also like are the set of cables in there. There are two sets of cables, and I think this is pretty ingenious. I really love the fact that Fifine did this. First one you have is a 3.5 mm to a larger jack. So if you want to use this for any application, it works. For example, on the Rodecaster Duo, the input for the headphone jack is this, not this smaller one. So this can easily go in, while the second one they have is actually 3.5 to 3.5. So this can work. Say there are some mobile phones that still use this, and there are some other devices that still use this kind of jacks. So you can easily use this for any other application. You are not stuck with just this kind of headphone. And I love the fact that it also expands. You know, sometimes I'm wearing my headphones and I want to like pick stuff up, and your head almost gets locked in purely because the jack isn't expansive enough. So I love the fact that the jacks are expansive. Now, I'm into music production, and cinematography. I do a lot of music production, and because of that, I tend to use a lot of other headphones. Now, I have my go-to headphones are always the Rode NT850. These headphones here, I've been using them for roughly about a few months, and I can tell you that this headphone is a beast, is an animal. In fact, it's very similar to the Fifine. You can actually detach the headphone. The cups are crazy. The cups are practically noise cancellation. If you put them up on your head, I can barely hear myself. That's how great these things are. So it's a bit, and the feel is, the internal part of this headphone is very similar to that of the Fifine, only that on the top, it's a bit plastic, and it feels a bit more firmer compared to the Fifine. In terms of weight, they both actually feel almost the same way. I have another headphone which I usually use, and that's a, please can I have that headphone? That's the Audio-Technica headphone. I actually love this. Yeah, this is another go-to headphone of mine. I really do love these headsets. I mean, I've been a fan of Audio-Technica for a while. Now, comparing this to the Fifine, notice how this has a more firmer build. If you look at the top, it's, bulky. The headphone, pads are very similar to that of the Fifine, but this one feels a bit more firmer. And then it's not so heavy, but it also has that weight. Also, you have the capacity to remove this. The only difference compared to the Fifine own is this has a specific way that it goes into the headset. So if you mess up this, you probably have to get another one from Audio-Technica. You're not gonna get it easily online. And I think that's where the Fifine headphones coming at a better advantage, because the way their cable is made in such a way that if you just get a 3.5-inch jack, it goes in easily. So I think this would be like an edge that the Fifine has above the Audio-Technica. But then in terms of how it sounds, now I must be honest, the instances in which I would use this headphone will be very different from the instances in which I'm going to be using this headphone, for example. Now, the reason why I said what I said is because for audio production, I really want to hear exactly what I'm producing. I want my kick, if I'm using an 808, I want to hear exactly the weight, the punch, and the depth. If it's vocals, I want to know exactly if I'm tuning the vocals and I'm probably having an increment in maybe 8K or 1200 hertz. I actually want to hear that frequency clearly. I want a headphone that is practically flat, that does not give me a hi-fi sound. And I think that is where the Fifine doesn't do just well. Now, with the Fifine, it just sounds good. It doesn't exactly, the sound is not flat. It sounds more hi-fi. So, for example, if I'm playing a kick, it sounds good, but I can't hear the frequency in which that kick is in. So, it's made more for, I think it's more for recreational use. I mean, I know they say it's a studio mic, but it's lacking some major things when it comes to studio headphones. I mean, I've been using headphones for God. I mean, I have tons of other headphones in there. I've used close to about like 35 to 40 headphones in my lifetime. And some of the brands come in pretty nice, but I think what makes a studio headphone, now I'm not just talking about any headphone, a studio headphone. I think what makes a studio headphone great is the fact that it does not color the sound. The moment a headphone starts to color the sound, then it's no longer a professional sounding headphone. For example, I will never use Beats by Dre for mixing. Never. Why? It attenuates. It's like the lows are more prominent. So if my mix is not a mix that, has so much lows, it deceives me. So in a headphone, you want the headphone to actually tell you the truth of what the sound is like. And I think Fifine need to work on that when it comes to their headphone. And also the build. There's another Fifine headphone that I saw. I can't remember what the name is. That has a stronger build compared to this one. This sounds better than that, but this still has that hi-fi frequency sound. Now, between both, the question you'd be asking me is, which would I recommend for which? Now, if, say for example, for cinematography, right? If I'm just monitoring a sound, maybe on film, maybe I'm just, taking sound for maybe it's a full, not fully. Say I'm recording a short film, right? Then I'm not looking out for a particular sound. I just want to hear the audio of the actors. Then this can come in fine, because I'm not exactly looking for a particular frequency. So that can easily work. Another instance where I think this headphone will probably work for someone is if you're editing maybe videos, like maybe Premiere Pro or Final Cut Pro. If you're doing video production, right? And you just want to listen to the sound, but your focus is mainly on the video, this works fine. If you're an audio head like me, most times when I'm editing videos, I want to hear the sound the way the sound is. It helps me when I'm editing. I don't just want to hear the sound flat. So if it's punchy, if it's rich, if it has a lot of groove, and if I'm editing a music video, I cannot use this Fifine headphone, no, because it's not going to give me exactly what the music sounds like. It will sound nice. So if you're looking for a nice sounding headphone, I think this would be great for you if you want to just listen to music. If you're not really particular about the frequencies of the sound, I think that's fine. For mixing music, I would not use this headphone, no. I'd rather go for the professional headsets. Now, that's not to say that Fifine cannot improve. I think some of the things Fifine can improve on is the frequency calibration. It would be very nice if this headphone can give me a flat frequency response. Don't color anything, don't remove anything, don't add anything. I think that would really help to make this a professional studio headphone. Now, in terms of pricing, the headphones of the Fifine, the H8, goes for about $30. So, I mean, that already tells me that, I'm not going to get anything professional from this. I have to be honest. Most of the professional sounding headphones, they're usually more expensive. This is the Rode NTH50. This goes for about $155, while the Audio Technica, this is the ATH M50X, this goes for about $160. So this is even $5 more expensive than the Rode. But I love those two. It would have been nice to actually get the Fifine involved. Now, that doesn't mean that great headphones have to be very expensive. No. Fifine, thank you for sending me the headphones. It would be nice if you could make some positive improvement on them, make them a bit more sturdy. Like I said, there's another Fifine headphone which I heard once. I didn't really like the sound; it was too bright, but that feels more professional than the H8. And basically, I think that's it about these headphones. All right, guys, if you've laid your hands on this likewise, or if you want to get yourself a headset that is simple, easy to use, you just want to use it for everyday applications, nothing really professional, I think this headphone will, work for you. It's about like $30, so I think it's worth the price. All right, guys, that's it for this headphone, and I'm going to see you guys on the next review. Ciao.